We are the mirror of reflection, revealing what our eyes cannot see. Welcome, dear ones. I am your host, Sonia, where I talk about the unseen, the energetic, the metaphysical, and the mystical worlds that are all intertwined within our everyday physicality, empowered by the elements that create our magical essence, weaving strand by strand our beautiful canvas of life, reaching boundless limits, bringing in fire through our hearts, purifying with our water essence to create magic, spinning our wind to move us through any storm, and grounding in our earth with unity, harmony, and abundance. Life is created through us, and this is the treasure is you. Hello. All right, in today's podcast, I will be discussing we are the mirror of reflection, revealing what the eyes cannot see. Yes, being the mirror is what we are. And yet, most of us are not aware of that, and it took me a while to figure it out. But yes, we are the mirror of reflection, being mirrors of one another. We have individual mirrors, people that are in our lives that reflect back to us what we cannot see in ourselves. So that's one type of a mirror. And then we have collective mirrors, such as nature. Nature reflects back to us what our interior, what's going on the inside of us. The outside world reflects that back to you, whatever you are going through. So here's an example. If you are always in an environment that is chaotic, that has all kinds of just stuff going on, and you don't know what's going on, just a lot of chaos and just all types of things that you can't keep up with. If you have that in your life and you see that all the time, then guess what? That is what's going on the inside of you, because this is one of the laws of the universe, which is the law of correspondence. As above, so below, as within, and so without. So we are the mirror. So you can't run from the mirror because we are it. You just cannot run from the mirror. I don't care how much you try to run, you try to hide, you cannot run from the mirror. So we are all mirrors of one another. And what is so beautiful about being the mirror and to actually know that you are a mirror of one another is when you have more awareness. This is the thing. When you bring more awareness to anything in life, you're going to be able to recognize and put the pieces together. So for me, it took me a while to figure out that we were mirrors of one another and that we are the mirror. And when I found that out, Of course, in the beginning, I had some denial going on. Like, you can't believe it until you see it again. You see another thing. You just constantly see the mirror reflect back to you things that, let's face it and let's be real, a lot of the things we deny, and this is definitely, I'm speaking of myself, which I do represent the whole because I'm a part of the whole, like all of us are. We deny it because, for one, we're not aware and we don't see it in ourselves. But that's how it works. At least we don't see it in ourselves initially in the beginning because we don't have enough awareness. Once you start bringing in more awareness, more consciousness, because that's what we are, is we are consciousness. So once you bring more consciousness within your mind, within your body, within your emotions, within your spirit, just bring in more awareness. Overall, you will start to see the mirror reflecting back at you what you cannot see or what you could not see. I think that is brilliance. I think that is sheer brilliance. So you can't get it wrong. And as a matter of fact, there is no wrong or right in anything. That's another thing that we have created. No, there's no right or wrong in anything. There's always a gray area. Always. There's always two sides of a story. You bring your version, and then here's another person with another version. So even what I'm saying today, this is my version, but this is my version so you can search within yourself and put the pieces together for you. It's all about awareness. It's not about being right or wrong. It's about awareness, and you and me and everyone else here in this world to be able to see things clearly in your life. And this is one of them. This is one of them, that we are mirrors of one another. We are literally mirrors. Now, let me get my glasses because I wrote this down and I don't want to forget some of the stuff that I'm saying. But yeah, we are literally mirrors of one another. And we are always reflecting back what we do not want to see in ourselves, but we clearly see it in others. And this is, as I stated earlier, one of the laws of the universe, which is the law of correspondence. Most of us do not get this law of correspondence because of our limited perception of ourselves. Yes, the collective only sees itself in a limited perception, being the physical. So that makes sense. If you only see yourself in the physical and you don't see yourself as an energetic being, which we all are, then that's the limitation. That's it right there. We dismiss it. We do not put any emphasis or any importance in this law of correspondence. But in some point in time, you will have to recognize that part of yourself, because when you don't recognize that part of yourself, you are denying parts of yourself, which that is what causes the limitation. We limit, the collective limits ourselves, we dismiss it, and we go on our merry way in the world of illusion where we all create over and over and over again. In this creating that we do, we have to realize that this beautiful world and this beautiful universe is in a divine order. And once you pay attention to yourself, you will begin to witness these subtle waves of divine actions taking place. This is a universe that is always supporting us in everything that we do. This is why we have to know what it is that we want in our lives so that the universe can bring it to us. It is just that simple. Yet, most of us, the collective, is baffled by this law of correspondence because, as I said earlier, of our limited perception, and it's our limited perception of ourselves. We need to elevate because it is 2023, dear ones, and it is time for our consciousness to expand beyond the old, outdated, limited perceptions of physical, and to remember that we encompass the entire universe, because on a smaller scale, we are the microcosm experiencing this vastness of existence. Yet, on a larger scale, we are the vast macrocosm witnessing ourselves. So let's do a practical exercise right now. I want you to be aware of something that bothers you. Let's say that you notice a person that is being stubborn. Every time you ask this person a certain thing, they refuse, and they refuse, and they refuse. And you just can't understand why this person is being this way. What is really happening is this person is showing you a mirror of yourself, being stubborn, that you cannot see in yourself. You are blinded by your own denial of self. Yet, you can clearly see how stubborn the other person is. You search within your mind to find out, where are you stubborn? But you simply cannot find out this way of being that you are, and you simply cannot see it until the light goes off in your head and it becomes very clear it becomes very clear to you that you are stubborn, but you could not see your stubbornness. Now, this could be a way of being that is clearly in your face, yet you deny that you are that way. And this is a form of stubbornness. Yet you cannot see it in yourself, but in others you see it clear as day. This is a great example because this example is one that I recognize in myself, and I could not believe it. But yet, as I was able to pinpoint where I was being stubborn in a way of my thoughts that I truly did not see, yet I would always receive resistance. That was my key indicator. I was simply in denial, yet it came full circle to me being very obvious, which brought great joy into my entire being because I could not see it. I could not see that I was being stubborn, and I did not know that I was a stubborn person. Yet, not a type of stubborn where you say no to a certain question, but a stubborn where my core thought on the subject was limiting, and I considered myself to be unlimited. So this was definitely an eye-opener for myself, which I am greatly appreciative in finding out this about myself, because it has opened up many doors for me now, because I was unaware. I was truly unaware of that. So the key factor in all of this is recognizing the resistance in the matter. In fact, in all matters of life, when you feel resistance in anything, this is where you are supposed to pause for a moment to figure out, where is this resistance coming from? It is your key indicator that something is off. Whether you are stubborn, whether you are controlling, whether you are being deceitful, when there is resistance, that is your indicator. So for me, I was able to recognize where I was being stubborn about a certain matter because I was denying that about myself, not truly seeing myself. So that is true therapy, if you ask me. So if you can recognize any type of resistance, then that is your key indicator that something is off, because we should not have any resistance at all. We're supposed to be easy and going with the flow of life, going with the ebb and flow of life. So anytime, in any circumstance, in any experience, if you feel resistance, then that is your indicator for you to search within yourself to find out, where is this coming from. So that's what I did. I searched, and then I found out where I was being stubborn about something that was totally like I would have never in a million years have thought that I was being that way. But as I stated, I had a person in front of me who was being stubborn. She was my mirror. This person was being my mirror. And that's why I was able to see it in myself. I was seeing it in her being stubborn, but I didn't see it in myself. And I was being stubborn in a different way. Not in your just, not in a way that you could see clearly, but in a way of denying that I could be that way. So again, as I said, this is the best therapy. If you can figure it out for yourself, and it just brings peace into your mind and helps you to align back to where you need to be aligned instead of having resistance. And it's healing. Yes, we are the mirror, dear ones. We are the mirror. We have collective mirrors. We have nature is a collective mirror, because as I said earlier, if you always, every single day, you see chaotic stuff in your environment, like wherever you live to, you maybe see shootings, you see just all kind of chaotic stuff going on, then guess what? You got that going on in the inside of you. So it's like you're not peaceful, because how could you be peaceful? Because on the outside of you, your exterior is not peaceful. So it's like that reflection is reflecting back to you, and you have that on the inside. So to elevate yourself that way, you have to remove yourself from that. Yeah, just be aware of that, and you can definitely remove yourself from that environment, because that environment is toxic. Now, it's toxic for everybody, but we all grow. We all supposed to grow from that. So I'm not knocking that environment, because you do learn from it, but I'm just showing you the mirror. This is what the discussion is about today, is the mirror, how we are mirrors of one another, and we can't see it. Our two physical eyes cannot see what we need to see within us, and that's why we have people in our lives to help us, and we help them as well. We are being a mirror to them as well. So I think it's brilliant. And as I said earlier, you can't get it wrong, because there's no wrong or right in any of this, because somebody is going to mirror back to you what you need to know. Now, isn't that brilliant? Yeah, you might not get it the first time, then somebody else may come into your life and mirror back whatever it is that you need to learn and that you do not see in yourself. I'm telling you, it is just divine, because we are divine beings, everyone. We are creator beings. So once we continue to elevate our minds, just continue to keep elevating and seeing as much as you can see within yourselves, then you will be able to elevate and you will be able to align and bring in peace within your body. Yes, all of what I'm saying is to help everybody in your mind, in your hearts, bringing in this wellness, this peace within your body. Because a lot, as a matter of fact, all of illnesses, all of the pain, and all of the mental disorders, they all start on an energetic level. That is why I am bringing this awareness so we can bring back the alignment back into our minds, our bodies, and our spirit. Because once you do that, you're on the right track. I myself have went through a lot of depression, a lot of anxiety, a lot of fearful experiences that I have put together now, and I can see them clear as day. So I bring that forth, showing from my experiences and others, and it has helped me greatly. So that is why I will always bring any type of information that can help humanity find peace within their heart, peace within their mind, and peace because we are peace, dear ones. We are all of that. I just want to share another thing. I want to share another thing that I saw that was quite beautiful. And it's about being a mirror, and it's about a collective mirror. So one morning, it was early in the morning, I go walking every morning, and I saw the clouds take a snapshot of the trees. Now, I have never seen this in my life, but yes, this was nature showing me a reflection, okay? And it was quite beautiful. And it was no activity. The birds wasn't flying. There was nobody basically up, like driving in their cars. So there was no activity at all. So when I saw these clouds, the clouds were in formation of the trees. And these were all different types of trees. I saw palm trees. I saw banyan trees. I saw live oak trees. They had the clouds literally took the formation of the trees from what was below. Law of correspondence, right? As above, so below. So the clouds took on the images of the trees. Come on now. I wish I would have taken a picture of that because it was just, I've never seen it before. It was just spectacular to see that. And that is because I have more awareness now. So when you have more awareness, and that goes for anybody, you will start to see things for yourself. Yes, absolutely. You will start to see things. You just feel aligned because you are. At that moment, you are aligned because your higher self, you have a higher universal self, showed you that. Yes, that's what's happening. The universe is always assisting us, helping us. So once we all become more aware of ourselves, you will start to see these mirrors and you being a mirror. And as I said, it is divine. It is a divine thing because it helps you to expand. It helps you to become a better human being. Once you know that people in your life, they are reflecting back to you what you need to know so you can grow. So pay attention. Pay attention because there's always things to learn about ourselves. We are just the most fascinating thing. We are the mystery. Yes, each and every one of us, we are the mystery. And once you start to figure out more pieces of your mystery, then it becomes more clear to you, and you will bring in more awareness and you will be able to elevate, and nothing will phase you. Not one thing will phase you. As a matter of fact, once you bring more awareness into your mind. You are raising the vibration of the planet. So again, a lot of people that aren't aware that they're doing that, and I said in one of my podcasts that we are all on a natural progression in evolution. Even if you're unaware of what I'm saying, you are doing it. We are all doing it. It's just some of us are more aware and some of us aren't. Some of us get there sooner than others, right? That's the beauty of it all, because we're all uniquely different, but we are all made from the same divine essence. And we're all going to get there if you or another person can help another person in some kind of way. Then that's what you do. That is what you do. And a lot of us are doing it, as I said, that are unaware that they're doing it, because that is the beauty of us. That is the design of us being energetic beings. I am going to end it right there, dear ones. So now remember, when you look at yourself, you're going to see a totally elevated version, I hope, because you're more than this physical. Yes, you are way more than this physical. And you are being guided constantly. You just have to pay attention. And once you do pay attention and you connect with your universal self, because we all have a universal self. If we didn't have a universal self, we wouldn't exist, dear ones. So just remember that and bring more awareness that you are the mirror of reflection, reflecting back to somebody, helping them to expand completely. They're doing it and you're doing it, and we're all doing it, all of us, in some shape or form, because we are all connected in this beautiful tapestry of life. So I am definitely going to end it right here. So have a lovely day. And remember, you are the mirror. And also remember,